Hey, this is Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about pulling baby teeth, specifically in that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old. Should you do it? Should you not do it? What does that have to do with ortho? What do I recommend? And I'm going to go ahead and take you through 3 case scenarios, A, B, and C, and tell you my thoughts. And I can tell you that you can ask 20 orthodontists or 20 dentists and you'll probably get 20 different opinions. So don't expect the opinions of one doctor to be the same as another. Doesn't mean that they're wrong, that's just their opinion. And I can tell you that my opinion has changed dramatically in the last decade, just based on more research and more things I've tried. And goodness, just having a generalized total body health opinion that has really changed on how this is handled. I can tell you when I was a kid, I had almost all my baby teeth pulled because I kind of looked more like this, and that's just what they did. As soon as it started to come up, you'd go get the baby one pulled. The problem with that is that there's some arch expansion that does happen, and it's healthy for the teeth to actually push themselves out. And I know nobody likes to have sharp teeth, and they can be plaque and food gets caught in there. It can be a little sore, but it is better that you let nature take its course. That I feel firmly on. Don't let parents push you into getting these out. It's also traumatic for the kids. It's just not necessary. I like to prescribe a diet of candy to get them out. I mean, in moderation, and certain types of candy. I let the child and kids and parents kind of roll their eyes, but kids love this prescription. So I tell them, I'm going to give you a prescription. It is going to be for one chewy sticky candy, on the weekends. And the only ones that they're allowed to have is a sugar daddy. Those are kind of hard to find. They're like the really sticky toffee on a stick. Sugar daddy, not sugar baby, sugar daddy. And they have to bite into it. That's part of the deal. No licking. They have to do it my way or no deal. The parents can take it away. Okay, they have to bite into it. Followed by 2 apples during the week. So it's the candy apple diet. You get the candy on the weekends if you've done the apple homework, which means you have to bite into the apple. Not on your side teeth, on your front teeth, a whole apple, 2 apples a week during the week, and then you get the 1 candy on the weekend. So the candy apple, or it can be, I guess it could be a candied apple. That also works for me too. So the apple/candy diet is alternated, and of course after they have the candy, they have to let the parents brush. That's part of the deal. Not they brush, the parents brush, and the parents floss, and the parents get in there with the itty bitty toothbrush and make sure they're getting it all clean, because we don't want any decay to be going on here. So that's part of the deal. But this puts the control in the kids. If you do that, these things will come right out. It's not a problem. If it comes to the point where these things are fully up and it's been 6 months like this, then we can always reevaluate the extraction as needed. But usually if you do the apple/candy diet, the parents brush, you set it up like that, these things come right out, and it really, really helps. And it's healthier for the teeth, and it's a lot less wonky when you do it this way. Okay, so that's A. Let's talk about B and C. So for these situations, for the most part, I don't pull any baby front teeth. So that would be these and these. I call these front teeth. These are canines, this, and this. These sometimes I will pull. So only time I would pull a baby front tooth is if there was some type of trauma or infection or something like that. Otherwise, let it come out. Let it come out on its own. The apple candy diet with the brushing. For the baby teeth, the baby canines, this would be based on a couple different things. Number one, based on the panoramic x-ray, which you need to take. If you see signs of impaction, it is helpful and more standard of care to go ahead and pull those baby canines and do arch expansion concurrently. You got to do both at the same time. Just pulling them isn't going to do anything, because right now there's no place for the canines to come down. You can see this arch is constricted, this arch is constricted. These need expanders. So by doing expanders and pulling the baby canines, you reduce the likelihood of having impactions. There are white papers to back it up. If you want to see the white papers, you can email me at info@straightsmilesolutions.com, and I will send you a copy of that white paper. What else? Sometimes you also need to pull baby canines if you are starting orthodontics. For example, I can't straighten these front 4 teeth unless I expand the arch, right? With expanders, or pull the canines. The problem is if you just pull the canines without expanding the arch, then you're just making the impactions go more posterior. You're just making the problem worse and more complicated later. You're just pushing the problem off to a year from now instead of right now, right? So you'll get nice straight teeth here, but then you won't have any space for the canines to come out. So you need to do the expansion and the braces at the same time and the pulling. So all of that has to happen together. You can't do just the braces and no expansion. You can't just do the braces, and you can do the braces and expansion and no pulling sometimes, but you need to let the expansion finish first and let things kind of shift around, and it might delay your braces or your phase 1 aligners and make it take longer. So it's better just to pull. Okay, number C. So same idea here. Don't have probably enough teeth for these to come down. There's a little space here. Usually these teeth will come down in time and push this together. But if they're getting blocked out, then we need to do some expansion or expansion and pull teeth, but don't just pull teeth without the expansion. Same thing here. You can see that there's not enough space to straighten these teeth. This makes zero sense what they're doing right here, because this isn't going to straighten up because you don't have space for it. So again, you have to do expansion or pull teeth and expansion, but not just pull teeth, because then you're just chasing the problem more posterior. All right, hopefully that was helpful. And again, I do pull baby teeth if and when there's an infection, an abscess, or there's any topic eruption of the permanent tooth. Otherwise, I generally do not pull baby teeth. All right, thanks so much.